One of my things came. I don't know which one. Ooh, I think this might be the one that I had specially made. I'm very excited about this. Now this isn't oh, she gave me an extra little crystal, that's nice. So this is more of like a devotional necklace. It's more to like connect to the deity via a portal. Just feel the love. I can just feel the love. One thing I told her is, I loved that necklace, but could you make something like that except for Morgana? I said for Morgana slash Morgan Le Fay slash the Morgan, because everyone has different names for her. But I've been reading about her since I was a little girl, and I always felt a deep connection with her. I have such a great feeling when I'm holding this. Morgana is associated with ravens, so this is a raven's skull. I think this is something I'm gonna actually use for like a rosary. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Thank you so much, Lady Tia. I love it, and thank you so much for the bonus. Can't quite figure out what it is, but anyone who's getting into this, I would definitely send them to her shop, The Moon Dragon, on Etsy. I got another package today. Okay, I think this is the one from Creepy Hollow. Well, to be honest, I don't feel anything right away, but that's fine. Let's read this. Bronwyn Angel. He has brown hair, honey brown eyes, and gold skin. He is compassionate, generous, and considerate. He is compassionate about your interests, loving, and very talented. He has an intense presence and is a positive influence. I don't feel a connection like I did right away with Lady Tia's piece. Maybe he's just camera shy. Will he feel something if I put it on, maybe? Well, nothing right off the bat. I guess we'll see. I know that Bronwyn Angel's supposed to help you astral travel, so maybe I'll try to meditate with it later on. See if it's any easier to get into the astral realm. I've always found that challenging. That was my second one, and can't wait till something happens. So far, I love my raven necklace, and I've been using it and wearing it every day, and I do feel a deeper connection to Morgana, and that's kind of the reason that I got that one. The spirit stuff is an experiment for me, and I wanted to see if it was something that I would feel immediately, because all these people were going off about it, but sometimes it takes a little bit of time, I guess. I think that my angel is a pothead and a fucking scoundrel, because I swear he stole my vape. I know that sounds crazy, but that's okay. So just want to talk a little bit about my experiences so far. I haven't made full contact yet, and it's one of those things that I thought would happen immediately. I'm not used to touching something and just feeling absolutely nothing, but that's what happened. I got a little discouraged, and I wrote to another person who I know does this to see if it was normal, and she said to give it some time, so I did that. And then she said something that struck me. You may not even be recognizing the signs. I have to change my mind in how it recognizes communications. If we're dealing with an astral being that can communicate telepathically, yeah, you have to change your standards for what, like how that communication could be initiated, right? So it gets a little complicated. I also started thinking of tools that I could use that might help with sensing. And then I remembered that I have these brand new dowsing rods. And I was like, awesome. It's that old tech, man. It's just copper. Just copper. Copper's a good conductor. It's just copper. You hold it right, and it just fucking points to something. But let me tell you what happened. I have these things in front of me. When I asked, is my angel here? And where is he? I shit you not. Same time, the rods are pointing directly behind me. And then it just became a really exciting thing of almost like seeing where I could sense the energy, and I did see something. I did actually see a mist. I was trying to get a sense to figure out how to use it. I had never really like used them before, so I was kind of just playing with them. And I would realize, oh, this, I feel this. Like it would make a movement, and I would be like, oh, I feel this energy over here. Like I could kind of see what it was trying to do. Not that I could explain it in words. I'm just getting into it, but I think this is something that I want to do. I always knew, you know, there's certain things I can hear, there's certain things I can feel, but when it comes to tools, I never really had that one thing. And now that I've had this experience, I'm thinking that dowsing might be my thing, man. Next time I get out the dowsing rods, I am gonna definitely get it on video because it is really cool and old-timey, and nobody does it anymore. I have gone through quite the chain of events in the last 2 days. I was getting a little bit impatient and I wanted proof, you know, because nothing's really been happening except for things going missing here and there, which could be me sleepwalking, which I've never done. That's the only logical way I can tell you what might have happened the other night, because what I did was I put it on and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna sleep with it on, and I'm gonna ask him by name to show me a sign so that when I wake up in the morning, something is different, you know, something that I can see. I didn't see it because when I woke up, the bracelet was gone, and totally possible that it could have slid off my hand, but it wasn't anywhere in my bed. So I looked and then I was like, that's weird. But also things just go missing and I'm messy. So I was like, whatever, I'll find it. I'm sure I'll find it. That was not last night, but the night before. Today, it was sitting on the sink in the bathroom. Downstairs, by the way. I sleep up here. Now, I'm not the type of person to take off my jewelry to wash my hands. All the jewelry that I have, I pretty much keep on me. And I know I didn't go down there. At least I don't have memory of me going down there. And I don't think I could sleepwalk down the steps because I've never been a sleepwalker. Other things I notice is things going missing or turning up in different spots. Also, sometimes I notice things moving, but they're just little tiny shifts. I'll hear something like rustling somewhere. Let me put it this way. I can hear the sound of something falling, but I can't see where it is. Stuff like that. So I just wanted to say that that's what happened right before I turned my head and I noticed the package just happened to be on the counter today. Because I've been waiting for this for fucking ever. It's the vamp ring. We got COVID, we got all kinds of stuff, but I mean, this has taken a considerable amount of time. I'm just very excited to get it right now. Let's see if there's like a card moment. No. It's like a bunch of ripped up pieces of paper. Jeez, how do these people package things? Are they afraid? It's not that fragile. Unless it is. Kind of wondering why this is wrapped so many times, but it looks just like it did in the picture. Okay, I'm gonna do my little thing that I like to do first without looking. I just like to touch things first, you know. Wow. I feel this right away. This is really powerful energy. More than that, I can feel the vampiric essence of it. Like I can feel it. Ah, it's so beautiful. It's so much prettier than it looked in the picture because you can see all the facets. You know, you can never see like a faceted stone. It never translates well on camera, but in person it looks so beautiful. I love this. I am feeling it, you guys. I am really feeling this one. I love this feeling. So let me tell you what they say about this ring. This is a spirit connection to a female vampire. Her age isn't known, and the person who's writing this knows very little about the spirit. She was bonded by the high priestess of their coven to this ring. She was bonded to the spirit whose name you will receive in your parcel. Bonding is quite simple. When you receive your item, keep it close to you as possible. Have it near your bedside while you sleep. Look for visions, other things, trying to make contact unless contact is made with you. As I stated before, it may take 1 to 41 days. If your entity does not come out right away, place some natural offerings. Remember your dreams, occurrences. Name may just manifest in your head. Again, these entities never crossed paths in our blood. You know what? I did have a strange dream last night, and like since I've been sleeping with the Bronwyn Angel bracelet, I've noticed that I feel like I'm not in my own dreamscape. I don't know if I'm a weirdo, but can you guys tell when you're out of your dreamscape? Because I can. I always dream in the same types of places, the same locations. I mean, they change during the dream, but they're always like literally the same. It's like because it's made in my own mind, so I can tell when something is constructed and I'm being brought into it. And also what I've noticed is that if I'm ever having like a bad dream where I feel like uncomfortable or I'm trying to wake myself up, I just wake up naturally now. I don't know if that's like a help with that the angel is helping me with, because you know, nightmares have been recently kind of a problem, and I haven't had them since I was a kid, so that's been actually helping me a lot. Yeah, I trusted this listing. Something about it just called to me. I can feel like this is going to be a good thing. It could not have come at a better time. I was just talking to my sister about cats. You know, what they do for us is amazing. Know when you're hurt, and they know when to come around and give you their energy, and they take just like these weird little energy vampire creatures. Cats are amazing. And since my cat passed away over Valentine's weekend, I haven't been myself, obviously, aside from being sad and losing my best little friend fur baby. I've noticed that my brain chemistry is very different. And I didn't really realize why until I was talking to my friend the other night about it. But it's the whole exchange that we have with animals. And, you know, it's stuff that I know, but I didn't realize how much I would miss it. Like, I didn't realize how much it was doing for me until it was gone. You know, all of the good things that they do when we're hurting and they come along, they just know that perfect moment, right? All the good hormones, the dopamine, serotonin, all their good little pheromones that they let out to make you feel good. And that's something that I've been missing. Today was really rough. I just feel like I'm kind of on autopilot, like on this hamster wheel. Okay, I found the name. It was inside the plastic bag. That's a really pretty name. I think I want to keep it between me and her for now. So this person says that bonding is quite simple. Drop an offering of water onto the vessel and say its name. That's it. I don't know. It seems a little more complicated to me than that. Hey, come on out. Like, it's not like a genie in the bottle type sitch. Any of you guys that have any kind of experience with spirit keeping or jinn or Bronwyn angels or any of these types of things that I'm talking about, can you please leave a comment? I'm really honestly just interested, and I don't know anyone who does this. So for me, this is just like something really new, and you know, I'm just trying to like reach out to different people if I have questions that the internet can't answer. I also got some stuff from Amazon. I wanted to grind a rose into a fine powder, and I could not do that with my fingers, so I got a mortar and pestle. It is soapstone, and it has the triple moon on it, as you can see. It's altar size and it was pretty inexpensive. So Amazon is my go-to when it comes to my witchy stuff, because you go to those new age shops, you're gonna drop hundreds of dollars without batting a fucking eye, because everything's gonna be so beautiful, when the truth is you just need the basic thing that functions, that is what it represents, a fucking glass bottle. Some things are just for the use. You know, I already feel better after wearing this ring. I had like really shit morning, felt like shit all day. I really felt horrible today. I feel a hell of a lot better now. Let me just say, not only is this beautiful, I can see that there is more to it than that. I can see that this is gonna be a good bond, and I'm just really excited to see what happens next. Anybody who's into this stuff, like I said, please comment your experiences. Have you ever had stuff go missing before? If so, what was it? I know little things like this can seem pretty insignificant, but like I said in the last video, you kind of have to tweak your mind in how you receive communication, and certain things might be meaningful that you may not have even noticed the week before. It has to do with if you're looking for it. Just like I was saying to my sister last night, basically, if you're not looking for it, you're not gonna find it, you know? Anyway, now that I've finally received all 3 of my pieces, I can really start to form a bond and see if this happens. I'm still learning and still not really sure, but it's cool. I mean, whatever, what am I even doing? Not believe in anything? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. It's something that I don't do as a viewer very much, but it does help me just to know if it's something that people want to see and how many people are interested in it, you know? And also, I'm here for the comments, I'm here for the community, so if you know anybody that's into this stuff, pass me along, man. This is what I'm here for. You know, I've met some pretty cool people all over the world, and I just love that. It really does mean a lot to me when you guys reach out to me. It is really neat when people get me, because there's lots of days that I just walk around and I feel like, honestly, nobody gets me, and I just feel so alone. And I know a lot of people probably feel that way, because it seems to me that a lot of people are just dealing with COVID just so normal, and to me that's not natural. I'm like, how are you just acting fine, like everything is normal when things are how they are? So is it the fact that some people can just live in their own inner worlds and not really think about what's going on the outside, or what's going on in policy, or what's going on that's going to affect us as people and as a society? I just don't know. Word fairy stole my thoughts, so I think it's time to stop talking. I will see you guys next time. Stay well. Thank you for watching. And since this is a part 2, I did want to touch briefly on what I said in part 1, because I did some research, and the person who wrote that article, I think you could tell from the article that they were not as informed as some other people. I think just kind of making some random stabs in the dark. It was like my one little reservation that I had about spirit keeping. It was this idea that there were some magicians that were basically stealing people's souls and writing different energy signatures over them somehow. That was this guy's theory on how what he came across happened. What he came across was that humongous tornado of just souls that didn't know who they were. When he describes it, it's terrifying. So that did kind of scare me to my bones a little bit in the beginning. So I decided to research other possible things that could have been. And when I did that, I came across this guy who explains what I think is the most likely explanation for what that was mentioned in the last video. I'm going to link his information below. because I remember it did change how I felt about things. As you can see, I'm embracing it with more of like just a fun, carefree attitude, and I really am trying to experiment with this. Let me find this guy, what he had to say, because it really does explain a little bit better what that phenomenon is, and the way he explains it, it makes a lot more sense than that article did. I think that's really important for me to say, that I don't believe that there's anything wrong with it anymore, obviously, or I wouldn't be doing it. So there's that. I just really liked this guy's explanation. As always, thank you for watching.